Welcome back to 2026. You with Jared Case with Learn BC. I have started off the year. We're going to talk about some administration, and we've got a lineup of videos we want to get to you this year to help you learn Business Central. Before we get started, please like, share, and subscribe. Show some love and help us build this channel. I am sitting here in my Business Central administration. If you are an administrator and you've got administrator level access, you will have access to this. Now, there's a couple of ways to get into this. Number one, if I'm in Business Central and it's loaded on my screen, I can hit the gear, the cog, and I can click on Admin Center. So that's option number one. Option number two is if you type businesscentral.dynamics.com/your GUID or your primary domain. So here it's builddynamics.com.au/admin, and they'll get you into this environment. Nice and simple and easy to get into. So let's go to production, and what we want to talk about here is the scenario where how do I quickly keep people out of my production or sandbox with minimal effort. That's actually quite easy. When you've copied an environment, and I'm just copying one just here, it's preparing. I've copied and called it Dev3, but let's just say that I want to give some offshore developers access to this sandbox, and I want to cut staff out of it, or in production, I want to give staff access to it and block out the developers to it. We use a security group. So just here, you've got a defined security group, and I've gone and created a really simple security group. Quite simple. It's just got a single user owner and very, very simple. Nothing much to it. So it's in Office 365. You could use Entra to do this as well to create a security group. So now we've got our security group here. I'm going to click Define Security Group, and I can see it, and then I can hit Save. Are you sure? Yes. And that's it. We've now restricted the environment to the users listed on that security group. Now, there's some exceptions. If you're a global administrator or a Business Central environment, Dynamics admin, you'll have access to override this, as well as if you've got partner level access. So that brings me on to my second point that's really important here, is we've now got this access here for partner level access. If I click it, it says allow partner access. Yep, I want my partners, but I've got multiple partners and I don't want every partner getting into my accounting system, just the partner that does the accounting system. So if I disable this here, so turn allow access to all partner tenants off, and then I can enable it for the Business Central partner and disable my other partners. And when I hit save here, that's now in place. And if Pax8, the licensing provider, try to get in, they'll be blocked. Whereas if my Business Central partner, 365 ERP, wants to get in, it will permit access on a partner level. Now, why do we do partner level? The partner may have 15, 20, 50 staff, and every staff member, when they connect into a client tenant, uses their own user account, and it doesn't require you to spin up a dedicated user account for that partner. So a lot of customers like to give you your company name at their domain name.com.au, and they expect you to share that amongst 20, 30 staff. We find that a little dirty. We'd prefer that our staff never use that approach, that they always use a partner level access unless the customer deems otherwise. And so for that reason, partner level access allows you to enable those users in. They get to be able to contribute to the project. They show up as a user in the user list, but they are a multi-tenant user, not from your own tenancy. And that's it. That's how we actually secure an environment. In our next video, we're going to talk about security groups within the environment. Thank you.